The Manage FMLA Request tab is where you will go through the process of FMLA between you and the employee. Each step is highlighted depending on what step you're on. Orange circles with the single person icon is a step for the employee. Blue circles with two people in the icon is a step for the FMLA admin. And a green check mark means the FMLA process is complete. If circles are grayed out, the process hasn't made it to that step yet. Or that step was skipped if a circle is colored in after that. You can search for a specific request by typing in the request ID or the employee name. On the right side, you can filter by step. That way you can see all requests that are on a certain step. Once an employee puts in a request, it will move into the eligibility step. Click the pencil icon on the right side beside the employee's request. On the left side of the page, you'll see the different steps of the process. You can click on any of the previous steps to review any information. Your first step is to select whether the employee is eligible or not. Click on the dropdown and select eligible or not eligible. If the employee is eligible, it will pull up a form for you to fill out. The form will have some pre-selected options depending on what the employee selected in their request. You can change these fields depending on what your organization requires. Select Generate PDF to move on to the next step. If the employee is not eligible, select the reason why from the drop-down menu. Fill out the next field and then select Generate PDF. It will now generate a PDF using the proper government documentation. Review the document to make sure it's correct. You can download a PDF of the document by clicking on the download icon in the bottom right-hand corner. And if you need to make adjustments, select the back arrow on the bottom of the page and it will go back to the previous step. Then once you've edited this form, click Generate PDF to generate a new form. Once the document looks correct, click Submit to move on to certification, the next step for the employee. If your eligibility step didn't require a certification, it will automatically move on to the designation step for the FMLA admin. On employee steps, certification, and return to work, you can assist the employee by clicking on the icon that looks like a pencil writing on a page. You can assist the employee by uploading their completed files for them by either clicking the upload icon on the right-hand side or dragging a file onto the page. You can also select the complete button for them to move on to the next step. The next step is designation. It works similar to the eligibility step. Click the pencil icon beside the request and select whether the employee is eligible or not. Here we have three options: approved, not approved, and additional information. If the employee is approved, fill out all the required fields, notated by the star. If a return to work requirement is needed, check the box, then fill out the employee's job duties/requirements in the text editor below. These will be added at the bottom of the PDF. If your organization requires other documentation, you can check the box at the bottom of this form, and this will add fields for the employee to upload documents to. This will pop up for them on the left side of their screen. Once the form is filled out, select Generate PDF to move on to the next step. If the employee is not approved, select the reason why, then select Generate PDF to move on to the next step. If you select Needs additional information, select what information is needed, then select Generate PDF. If this is selected, it will send the employee back to the certification step, and they will have to resubmit their certifications based on what options you choose. After you select Generate PDF, it will generate a PDF using the proper government documentation. Review the document and make sure it's correct. You can download the PDF of the document by clicking the download icon at the bottom of the page. Or if you need to make adjustments, select the back arrow on the bottom of the page to go back to the previous step. Then click Generate PDF again to recreate the document. Once the document looks correct, click Submit to move it on to the next step for the employee, which is Return to Work. Once you're on the Return to Work step, you'll see a few icons appear: a clipboard icon and a check mark with circling arrows. The clipboard icon is how you can track time for an employee. Click on the icon. On this page, you'll be able to set the calendar for the employee. The choices you have on this drop-down menu is what you set up in the Manage Employee Calendars. On each day of the week, you can enter in the hours that's being tracked. The employee will be able to view these, but not edit them. You can also check the employee's check-ins on this page by selecting Check-ins on the left side menu. The check mark icon is how you complete or update the FMLA request. Click the icon. On this page, you'll see a drop-down menu and have multiple options on how to update the request. If you select Return to Work, enter the date the employee returned to work, then click Complete. If you select Intermittent, you can change an employee from continuous leave to intermittent. Enter the date it changes to intermittent, fill the other fields out, then click Complete. If you select Not Eligible, enter the date they are no longer eligible, then click Complete. If you select No Change, you can extend the return to Workday or choose if there's any additional documents to upload, then click Complete. If you select Other, choose whether this record needs to be closed, and then fill out the rest of the fields, and then click Complete. Any completed request will have an eye icon next to it. You can click this icon to go back and review any past request. Each step is on the left side, and you can click to see each one.